Okay, look, Trump, he's not going to be president again. It's not happening. It's not happening. At least not this go around. He'd have to sit back, learn his lesson, rethink what he's going to do, how he's going to approach people, and then come back in 4.25 years. That's what he's going to have to do. But, I mean, look, listen. This is just history repeating itself. So don't worry, Republicans. You will get your day. You will get your day. So listen, Donald Trump's losing because look at George Walker Bush. He messed things up and in a gruesome way. And because he messed things up, what happened? What happened? We got Barack Obama. Okay? That's what happened. And then people started getting tired of Obama because they started to see through him. But it was the last 4 years. It was the last 2 years to be exact. So he just did what he wanted to do. He coasted. It was all good. Okay. People had their day in the sun. They were happy. So after the calm, what happens? Well, you certainly have the hoopla of the Democratic Party. You've got the socialists that had money to get on scene, and you've got the liberals that had a little money. You got the Democrats that had all the money. And there was a massive hoopla. And you got to learn who was on the take, who was lying, who could switch their position on a dime behind closed doors, and a whole lot. And the DNC said, we're going to run this guy and you're going to like him. Why? Because this guy, not only does he look like, quote unquote, you, but he worked with Barack Obama and you loved Obama. So they got Biden in. Biden chose Harris. Why? Because Harris played the severe perfect guilt game. Fine. And everyone said what? Biden's going to drop out, make sure Harris is president, and everyone hated that because at the time, nobody wanted Harris. Harris was no more, no different, and no less than Hillary Clinton. That's all that was. And they hated that idea. But here comes Trump. He wins. And what did he do? He ruined everything even further. It's bad enough Bush dragged everything down into the gutter. Obama barely did anything to actually help and sustain. He did some little patchwork, but he didn't do what he should have done. And so Trump drug it down even further than Bush. And Biden came along and he put some patchwork in, but nothing fixed anything really. But, you know, it's nice work. And Biden can't sustain because he's sundowning, it seems. So now here comes Harris. Trump is so bad, so feared by Democrats, not the left, by Democrats, that Harris is a godsend to everybody. And because of that, Harris was the number one, but nobody was actually in favor of him. Nobody. Not really. Okay, Harris going to be, okay, Biden, you stepping down. And Harris was kind of like, well, you VP, so, you know, there's a chance she might be next, but she don't have to be next. And then Trump comes out. And he's racist. Just like those racist conservatives in general. And what happened? Everyone said, you gotta beat him. I'm sick of him. So they're all happy for Harris and so happy for the DNC and others made sure to whitewash out her history and everything that made everyone dislike her. And since Trump and his ilk are racist and won't stop being racist, you make your party hate you because they want to be seen as not racist, no matter how racist they are. And the Democrats is like, well, we're going to use that. And that's all that is. Harris would not win if Trump had shut his mouth and talked all the policies that the left, the progressives want, but he's going to do it. You don't want a Democrat doing it. You don't want some leftist doing it. I'll do it. We know he's lying. We know he would be lying. We know that it wouldn't happen, but they would eat it up. And everyone here would know he's lying. Everybody, Democrat, leftist, would know that he's lying. But there's more hope than keeping things where they are. That would have switched it. But nope, you can't stop the racism. You can't stop gender or sex shaming. You can't stop it. So there you go. That's why Harris will be your next president, your first female, Indian, African American president of the United States. That's not a bad thing for me, and I think for everyone. All that shouldn't qualify if you are good or bad. I just want someone that's going to do right for the country and not right for the money or right for the party. Do right by the people. That's what I want. Harris, she's not the right one. She's not. But Tim Walz, that's a step in the right direction. And that's her counterbalance. And that's why people on the left keep cheering for her, because it was fading. The honeymoon was fading, but Tim Walz reignited and everyone is happy. They just forget Harris is not for the common person. Period.